Hey guys, it's Danny and welcome back to another video. Today, as you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be showing you guys all of my unread books. So this video is actually inspired by Haley in Bookland's video. I think like around a couple of weeks ago she uploaded this. I watched it and I decided to do this exact same video because I've realized I have a lot of unread books that I think I might not read eventually, or like maybe not in the near future. I'm still gonna keep them just in case because I'm a hoarder. I'm a book hoarder. So at this stage of my life, or like at this moment of my life, I don't think I'm gonna get to them yet, but there are like 2-3 books that I might or am going to be reading like maybe this year, but most of them are just meh. But without further ado, I'm just gonna start with the video. Okay, I'm gonna start off this video with a book that I know I'm gonna read, which is Rebirth, The Gates by Eyre, which is the third book in the Indonesia series. It's becoming a series. I'm so excited. I read the first 2 books like around 4 years ago and I loved it. I just didn't pick up the third book yet because the release date was really far. This was released like 2018, and at that time I was reading the series and I completely forgot about this one, but I remember loving it so much. Now, I'm not obviously not gonna tell you about this book, but I'm gonna tell you about the first book if I remember it correctly. I just reread the first book like a week ago, and now I'm rereading the second book because I really want to get into the third book just to refresh my memory. But basically the first book is about 2 main protagonists, Elias and Leia. So they are living in this empire fantasy world where it is very dark. It's very dark indeed. Leia is a slave working in this empire, while Elias, or Elias, I don't know how to pronounce his name, is kind of like an assassin trained by this empire to like basically kill anyone who dares to defy the empire. But 2 of them are against the empire because they don't like what the empire stands for, and it kind of follows these 2 main characters' perspective and how they kind of live and go through this crazy dark life. There are a lot of mythological characters, or like fantasy characters in the first 2 books. So, and also one of the characters in this series has like a magical power, which I'm very excited to explore in the second and third book. This is a book that I'm going to be reading very soon, maybe either this week or maybe next week, depending on how fast I finish the second book. I'm on like half of it already actually, so maybe this week. My next unread book is Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the 3rd book I think in the Raven Cycle series, 5-book series. I bought this book because first it was on a bargain sale. It was very cheap. It was like 70% off, but I don't own the first or second book, but I know that it is very popular and a lot of people love the series. At first I thought, nah, I'm not gonna read this, I don't have time, but then I was watching a lot of booktube videos like a couple of days ago. Some of the booktubers I was watching actually started reading it and loved the book so much, and I kind of got to know more about the premise by watching their videos, and I was like, huh, you know what, maybe I'll keep this one, you know, it sounds interesting. I don't know what this book is about, to be honest. I just know that one of the Raven boys falls in love with this girl. I don't know what Raven boys are. I assume they're like boys who turn to birds. No? I'm sorry, but I most definitely will be reading this one because I think I'm excited because of the booktubers that I watch. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep this one. The next book that I have not read is The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer. I think this is the first book. I've heard amazing reviews about this series. It's just that it is a long series. I don't think I'm gonna be able to commit to it yet. I am interested, just not now. I don't think this year, maybe 2021. I don't know, maybe when I have all of the series. I don't know, because I have so many series that I want to read. I know it follows this main character who kind of dives into the fairy tale land, but then realizes that the fairy tale land or world isn't actually really that happy and Disney like. It's more dark and twisted and scary. I really love stories like that. Like they take like a fairy tale and make it dark. My favorite kind of stories, to be honest. And I know there's going to be a lot of magic in it. It's just right now I'm not going to be reading it, but I will be keeping an open mind to this book series. So yeah. Okay, the next unread book that I have on this list is that I think a lot of people are gonna be really pissed at me because this is one of those really famous books, especially in the booktube community, which is Ruins and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. It is actually technically the 3rd book in the Grisha trilogy, if I'm not mistaken. I know for a fact that this is set in the same world as 6 of Crows. I love that duology so much. It is absolutely amazing. I recommend everyone to read that book. It's an amazing fantasy book. I just love it so much. And I know this is set before or after. The point is they're in the same universe, but I have no idea what the first book is even about. Here's the thing, I don't even really read descriptions. If like one of my favorite booktubers explains it to me in like kind of like a short way and then it says it's good, then I'm most likely gonna read it because I trust the booktubers that I watch. And I know a lot of them do enjoy this, but also I've been watching a lot of reviews saying that this series isn't that amazing as 6 of Crows, so I might have to lower my expectation. Am I going to be reading this in the near future? Most likely not. Probably 2021, 2022, like hopefully. It's only 3 books, so hopefully I'll be able to get to the series or this trilogy soon one day. It's just right now I don't really see myself reading this book, but you know, I got it in a cheap bargain sale. It was once again 70% off, which is why I bought it. So And also I'm a hoarder, so oh no, the next one is also a very popular book in like a trilogy that everyone in booktube loves. Everyone who loves dystopian or like fantasy books love this book. Oh my god, it is The Winner's Crime. Am I right? Yeah, The Winner's Crime by Maria Rutowski. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering her name like that, but this is the second book in a Winner's Crime trilogy, if I am not mistaken. So I've heard a lot of amazing things about this book, and I genuinely do want to read it because I know Kat from Kitty-tastic, which is one of my favorite booktubers since I was like what 7th grade, loved this trilogy a lot. And a lot of people on booktube or like in the book community in general love this trilogy also. It's just I don't think I'm gonna have so many series that I really want to finish and kind of focus my goal and time to those series first. Once again, we'll see if I'll be able to read it. I just really like hoarding books. The next book that I'm going to be showing you guys is Quidditch Through the Ages Kenilworthy Wisp by J.K. Rowling. It's set in a Harry Potter world. I was actually gifted to this by my friend. I don't really read Harry Potter, believe it or not. Don't hate me, booktube. I just don't read the series. Not yet, at least. I've already watched the movies and I know the reading experience is different. I don't have the commitment to read an entire long trilogy, a long series yet. You know, thinking about it, I actually might read this like in the end of the year just in case if I haven't finished my reading goal. This is like very short, so I think I can like kind of go. This is barely 100 pages. Basically 104 pages. Oh my god, I could definitely read this like in one go. Maybe if I'm catching up my reading goal, I might use this book to kind of finish my reading goal. So we'll see. But you know, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan. I'm not interested in reading the books yet. Love the movies though, so don't hate me. The next books that I'm gonna show you guys are actually kind of like classic books. The first one is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I just don't know what's wrong with me. It's so hard. I've always wanted to read a classic novel. It's just the language is very different, right? Obviously it's like old English. For me, it was just hard for me to get into the mind space, and also it was hard for me to read this book so much. I really want to like this book. I've actually read like 20 pages of it. I tried so hard to really like it, but I just wasn't feeling it. Maybe I wasn't just in the right space in my mind to read this book. I'm still gonna keep it obviously because I love the cover, and also I think I might just try to read it again one day when I'm interested. It's just I'm so sad that I wasn't able to read a classic. One day. The next book I'm going to show you is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This is once again gifted to me, and I actually think I might read it because I actually genuinely love the movie, and also the language isn't that hard. I was looking through the pages just to see the language, and the language doesn't seem like hard language. It's like easy English, not like the super old English kind of novels. And also it's like only like 200 pages, 150, 180, yeah, 180 probably. This is so short, and once again I might use this to finish my reading goal just in case I don't finish. It's very short, and I remember watching the movie, so, and I love the cover by the way. It was gifted to me by my best friend Abby. Thank you so much, Abby. The next book that I'm going to show you is Son of a Witch by Gregory Maguire. So I bought this because it was cheap, and also I like the premise of the story. So basically this book is about the son of the Wicked Witch. I love magic so much, and I love the Wicked Witch so much. I used to watch Once Upon a Time, and I love the character, the Wicked Witch Zelena, so fucking much. She's such a badass. I love evil woman characters so much, and I love magic in general. So when I heard this story was about the son of the Wicked Witch, I was very intrigued. I was like, yes, the male version of the Wicked Witch, sign me up. It says volume 2 in the Wicked Year, so I think this is actually a second book. I bought this because it was cheap, so you know, like, oop, I didn't even bother to read if it was a sequel or not, but turns out it was a second book. I think it's a second book, so I can't really read it as a standalone. I think maybe I'll get the first book, but I don't know, man. Once again, I have so many other books that I really want to invest my time in. Okay, last but definitely least is the book that I most likely will never ever read. Well, I don't know, but like I don't think I'm ever gonna read this because I have no interest in reading this at all. It's just very cheap. It was on a bargain sale, I couldn't help it. It is The Host by Stephenie Meyer. I know the movie's out. I have not watched the movie. I know Stephenie Meyer is a very popular author. She wrote Twilight, the iconic Twilight, which basically inspired, like also sparked the world of YA and also like the world of books to movie adaptation. Just for this one, I don't know if I'm ever gonna read it. It has been sitting on my shelf for so long. It's very thick. It's like approximately 600 pages, which is such a big book. 600 is actually considered big books, and I don't know. Should I read this? I know a lot of people actually like the movie and like the book. Here's the trick. If you really want me to read this book, you have to hype me up. You have to tell me, oh my god, it's such a great book, oh my god, and you guys have to talk about it to me so that I'll be like, oh my god, I want to read the book too, you know. It's just, I don't see myself reading it this year. I don't see myself reading it the next year. I don't see myself reading it the next 2 years. Then again, we don't know the future, so if you think I should read it, comment down below. It's just I don't see myself reading it. But yeah, those are all of my unread books that I have accumulated, collected through the years. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other booktube videos you want me to do, comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, follow my social medias down below, and also press the bell notification button so you guys can get notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys next time on our next video. Bye 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 bye.